Hello, my name is Dr. Richard Brake, and I'm the headmaster here at St. Michael Academy in Petoskey, Michigan. I want to thank you for your interest in our school. Thank you for visiting our website and clicking on this special message that we're producing during this time that we're closed during the coronavirus. I wanted to take this opportunity to tell you a little bit more about our school and tell you a little bit about what we've been up to during this time that we have been quote unquote closed. First, before I begin, I think it goes without saying that when times like these, when we are faced with crisis and we're not quite sure what the future will bring, that's when we, I think, are reminded of the importance of the permanent things like faith and family and friends. And so while no one would ever have wanted or have asked for this type of crisis to have occurred, but when it does, we kind of bring ourselves together and we bring ourselves closer to the people that we love. And as a Catholic classical school, that first law of love is the golden rule: love thy neighbor, and try to replicate how Christ lived his life. And that's what we've been trying to do here at St. Michael Academy, whether we're doing live classes or as we've tried to do over the last couple of weeks during the first 2 weeks of the closure. We've been trying to continue educating our kids because we feel like um, at the end of the day um, that's going to help our families maintain a kind of a sense of routine and normalcy during this period of time. While I have you, just wanted to tell you a little bit about what makes our school different and we think better, and then also tell you about our new online learning initiative that we hope will be able to be posted on our website soon, so that you can actually take a kind of virtual shadow day and go through and check out what our great teachers are teaching during this kind of unprecedented moment in our nation's history. We like to say that we are a high school with a higher purpose. And what does that mean? We have all of the types of classes and preparation that go along with being a college preparatory school. And certainly our graduates get into the colleges of their choice, they get scholarships, and they're doing great. But we're also a heaven prep school. And I like to tell people that, heaven has a higher admission standard than Harvard. So we have that higher purpose in mind, even though we obviously want our kids to succeed in life and be prepared for the next step in life's journey. Another one of our taglines is that we like to say that we teach the true, the good, and the beautiful. And when our kids walk into that door every morning, they kind of almost take an intellectual journey or a trip through the great cities of Western civilization: Athens, Rome, Jerusalem, London, and of course our own Philadelphia, where the miracle of our Constitution was written. And so we teach the true, the good, and the beautiful by taking a trip through Athens, Rome, and Jerusalem. We also like to say that we're authentically Catholic and rigorously classical. What does that mean? Well, in terms of Catholic, it seems pretty straightforward, right? We teach the principles of the Catholic Church. I think what makes us maybe a little bit different than some of our colleagues is that we're very, very intentional about it, and we really make prayer not just kind of a 1 or 2 day a week kind of thing, but we make it a part of all the morning, the afternoon, and dismissal, and really Christ is at the center of what we do. In terms of rigorously classical, what that means, I think in a nutshell, and I could probably speak for a lot longer on this, but I want to be brief, is that we teach the great books of Western civilization. We do it through a Socratic teaching style, and we introduce kids at a very early age. I taught college. These are books, these are principles that most college students don't wrestle with. And these are just ordinary great kids from northern Michigan, but they are diving in to really challenging works: Shakespeare and Plato and Aristotle and Aquinas and Dante, you name it, Federalist Papers. And we think that the result of that kind of rigor and that kind of authentic Catholicism creates ladies and gentlemen that are ready to spread the gospel, defend their faith in the public square, pursue their vocation and to raise a family and support it, whatever job that they are able to get, and then perform the duties of citizenship and become leaders in their communities. So that's what we're doing. A little difficult, obviously, to do it during a time when businesses are shut down and schools are shut down. But because we're an independent school, we made the decision to just continue trying to do the best that we can. And so we started when we were closed on Friday the 13th, which I think isn't that interesting. We brought our community together and we said, look, we're gonna do online lectures. We're gonna post them on our educational platform RenWeb. We're gonna do Google form assessments, and we're gonna see how it goes, and also maybe use Zoom and some other live options for delivering this type of instruction. And I think one of the great things about trying something new is that it actually challenged the teachers as well. And I think it also reminded us of that really fundamental teaching of the church that says that parents are the primary educators of their children and that schools are really there just to be the assistants, so to speak. And that's really, I think, a great way of thinking about this online initiative. You know, the kids are at home, the parents are trying to deal with all the issues on the home front, and we're there to help their kids learn a little something and again, create routine that I think helps good order and discipline in the household. And I think, you know, for the teachers, I think we've learned a lot about ourselves, and I think we've learned a lot more about our craft. And I think it's going to make us better teachers in the long run. We're also really excited that I think we've actually gotten not bad, but actually quite good at this kind of work, and it's made us think that you know, one of the challenges that we've had is trying to get more enrollment and trying to convince people to come. And a lot of people have expressed interest, but sometimes they live very far away from where we are. Interest from the Upper Peninsula and other cities and the tip of the mitt, so to speak. And so we're thinking very seriously about trying to extend this and continue this next year. We'll have to do some, you know, retrofitting, and we need some more resources. But wouldn't it be great to be able to deliver this kind of online learning to more and more families that really need it and really understand that at this day and age, if you really want to fix the church, continue the faith, leaven the culture, improve the kind of fundamental principles that this country was based on, we need schools like this, and we need more kids to be involved. And so that's really one of the silver linings that we take from this. I like to say that you know, when you are given lemons, you make lemonade. So we're making a lot of lemonade, and we think it's actually pretty good. So that's all we have. Again, I welcome you to peruse the rest of the website. We are open for business. We are enrolling for next year, and so we can do that during this time of closure, or if you choose to, you can just give us a call when we're open again. But of course, you can always get us via email with those contacts and links that the website offers. So with that, I just want you to let all of you know that our prayers are with you. We trust in the Lord. And we take all of our intercessions, all of our requests, all of our prayers, and we take them, especially during this time of Lent, to the foot of the cross where Our Lady is kneeling and waiting to take them up to the Holy Father. And so please take that sentiment with you, hang in there, and know that with all things we need to trust in the Lord. And please, Saint Michael, pray for us. Thank you so much.